Samantha, how could you? You've got some explaining to do.
What's your problem?
You're terrible!
I can see that you're upset about something. Would you mind telling me what it is?
Don't make me spell it out for you. You know what you did. I can't believe you could do this to me.
I can't believe you would expect me to know what you're talking about.
He's my fiancé.
He? Who's he?
My fiancé!
Does this fiancé have a name?
I'm talking about Tim, obviously.
Tim?
Tim is my fiancé.
We were supposed to spend our lives together, and now I found out that you introduced Tim to our parents as your fiancé.
How could you be so cruel?
Hold on. Tim has always been my fiancé. What are you talking about?
You stole him from me.
I didn't steal him from anybody. He's my fiancé. Are you drunk?
Tim comes by to see me every time I'm at work.
Work? You mean the cafe?
Yeah, the one near the subway station.
He's just dropping off the products the cafe ordered. He's a delivery man.
What?
We both work at the same restaurant supply company. Your restaurant is right along Tim's regular delivery route.
That doesn't change the fact that he comes in to see me. Professional relationships turn into romantic relationships all the time.
Oh, trust me. I know all about that.
What do you mean?
Tim and I both joined the company around the same time, and we started dating a few months later. That was 5 years ago.
5 years?
In other words, since you were still in high school 5 years ago and not working, you had never met Tim when he and I started dating. Got it?
Well, so what you met him before me? Just because you met him first doesn't mean he isn't mine.
You don't get it, do you? I've been dating Tim since way before you ever met him, so how could I possibly have stolen him from you?
No, you don't get it, Samantha. Tim's feelings are for me, not you. You probably tricked him into marrying you. I bet you lied and told him our family was rich or something. You're the worst. Ugh, I feel so bad for Tim.
This is a waste of time.
Excuse me?
I'm not in the mood to entertain your delusions.
You're the one who's deluded.
I hope you come back to reality sooner rather than later. Bye, Olivia.
Hey, don't you run away from me! Samantha, you're gonna pay for stealing Tim from me. $50,000. Pay up.
Huh? What now?
When I told Mom and Dad about what you did, they were furious. Unless you paid me $50,000 and give Tim back to me, they're gonna cut you off.
Unreal. They're taking your side again.
Of course they are. I'm the one telling the truth.
I can't believe my own parents are clueless enough to believe the insane rantings of a deranged lunatic. This is embarrassing.
What's it gonna be, Samantha? You gonna pay or not?
Not a chance. Why would I pay for something I didn't do?
What? What? If you're not gonna pay, then break up with Tim and never speak to me again.
Why would I break up with him? We're getting married.
No, you're not. Do you have any idea how mad Mom and Dad are?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea. I just don't care.
You'd better start caring.
Whether it's food, clothes, phone, or men, you've been taking what's mine for as long as I can remember, and our parents always took your side. You always told some ridiculous story. They always believed you. And no matter what I said to them, I always ended up getting punished in the end. I'm better off without a family like that. I'm never coming home again.
Really? You're not? Yes! You're gonna give Tim back to me too, right? Oh, now we can get married. Yes, yes, yes! Samantha, how could you? You've got some explaining to do.
Oh boy, here we go again. Wasn't I cut off from the family? Why are you messaging me?
What did you say to Tim? Tim stopped coming to see me. I told everyone at the cafe we're engaged. And a few days later, he stopped coming.
Oh yeah, his old route. He transferred, Olivia.
Transferred?
He's not a delivery driver anymore. He works in the main office.
You did this, didn't you?
Huh?
You got jealous of me and Tim, and you're trying to keep us apart.
Olivia? Do you know what I do at this company? I'm not an executive or anything. I'm just a regular employee. I don't have the power to move people around due to personal vendettas.
Really? If that's true, you must have seduced someone who can.
Are you serious?
I had no idea you were that kind of a woman.
Great, more delusions. Stop having such lucid fantasies about me.
Stop saying such lurid things!
Anyway, I had nothing to do with Tim's transfer. Not to mention, you don't even know Tim's number, do you?
Well,
You've only ever met him when he delivered stuff to the cafe, right? Well, have you ever met him outside of work? You expect me to believe he's your fiancé when you don't have his number and have never met him outside of work. Whatever. Just leave Tim alone.
that's my line. I'm never letting you have Tim. Samantha! How could you? I saw what you posted to Twitter. You're having a wedding? Have you no shame? I don't know how you're threatening Tim into all of this, but I'm gonna put a stop to it. You don't know a thing about love. You'll never have a relationship with Tim like I do. I'm not gonna let this wedding happen. I'm gonna save Tim from you, just you watch. Samantha! How could you? You set me up.
Not you again. What do you mean I set you up?
I was trying to save Tim from a loveless marriage with you. So I stormed into the ceremony and rushed the altar. But when I got there, the bride and groom were two different people. You and Tim weren't there. You went so far as to organize a fake wedding to trick me? You're such a jerk.
Olivia, this is too much, even for you. Tim and I decided to skip the full ceremony and just got wedding pictures taken instead.
Pictures? When?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, and we delivered the papers to the courthouse right after, so we're now officially man and wife.
No! You can't do that! Divorce him! Now!
Don't you have more pressing concerns right now, Olivia?
Like what?
You said you stormed into a wedding in progress? Where was this?
Why do I need to tell you? It was your plan.
Again with the delusions. Just tell me where it was.
It was at Wilderberg Ceremony Hall.
Oh, okay. That's the place where you booked our wedding photos.
It is?
So, to summarize, you got the date for a wedding wrong and completely ruined the wedding for whoever had the misfortune of planning it for the day you finally jumped off the deep end.
Wait.
You're in big trouble, Olivia.
Samantha, you better have money. You get ready to send it to me. You really messed up. The couple from the wedding you tricked me into storming into are suing me for the cost of their wedding. They want $50,000. Lucky for you, that's exactly what you owe me for stealing Tim away from me. So send me the money soon. So pay me the $50K and we can call it even. Oh, right. I'll give you the couple's bank account number, so wire it directly to them yourself. Oh, and make it fast. Samantha! How could you? You still haven't wired the $50K? Their lawyer just called me. They're really mad they haven't gotten your payment yet. Ugh, Samantha! You really are the worst. Mom and Dad are mad too, you know. Oh, and hurry up and divorce Tim. Answer me, Samantha! Samantha! How could you? Why did you tell our uncle about everything? He's saying I'm insane. He wants to lock me up in some hospital. All I wanted to do was marry Tim. Why did you have to get in my way? Why is everyone acting like I'm crazy?
I finally got sick of Olivia's endless messages, so I tried calling my uncle on my dad's side to see if there was anything he could do to help. I guess he never had a very good relationship with my dad, and the last they had ever met was 16 years ago at my grandmother's funeral. The call came as a surprise to him, but he heard me out and said he would help. The next time he messaged me, he said he got my parents to sell their house to pay off the couple from the wedding and put my sister in a place where she can get some mental help. I wish I would have asked him for help sooner. We could have saved everyone a lot of grief. Tim and I decided we wanted to put as much distance between us and this family as possible, so we both submitted transfer requests to our company. We ended up going to a regional office near Tim's parents' house. His parents treat me like their own daughter, so it's nice to finally experience what having a real family feels like.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Riley, this is Marcia. You have a bit of time? What the hell are you trying to prove exactly?
Oh, hey there, Marcia. Didn't expect to hear from you. Wow, it's been a while since we last talked, huh? What are you up to?
Like I said, I'm asking you what you're trying to prove.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean? What am I up? Did I do something wrong?
Where the hell are you right now anyways?
I'm in my own apartment. Why do you ask? And what's it to you anyway?
Who are you there with?
Pardon me? Why do you want to know where I am? Oh, wait a second. I see where this is going. Oh, well, I was just gonna borrow him for a while and get a little nibble before you found out. So, you know, huh? No use denying it then. You caught me in the act. I'm with your fiance, Jim. What can I say?
So, you steal my fiance 1 week before the wedding. Your romantic entanglement is revealed, but you still retain this who gives a shit attitude? You're really something, Marcia.
That sounds like a compliment.
I'm headed over to your apartment right now, just so you know.
You're coming over here? Now, why would you go and do that?
Oh, I forgot to mention, and your folks are with me too.
Hold it. Back up a second, would you? Are you serious? My folks, what are they doing here? Come on, what's the big deal? You're blowing it all out of proportion. You're my childhood friend. I later learned that Jim's the next president of the company, so I just want to get a taste of it. That's all.
That's going to be one expensive little snack then, because I'm going to have you guys pay compensation for this.
Wait, what? I can't believe I'm hearing this. You're going to sue us for money?
Yes, that's right. And the wedding that was ultimately canceled? Yeah, you guys are paying for all that too. Every penny.
Are you serious, Marcia? I mean, suing you, old friend? Come on. What is this?
You wanted to have a little taste of my fiance, right? I just want you to pay for the little flavor test, that's all. You even have the chance to experience the consequences of your actions, so I really hope it was all worth it.
Back up a bit, Marcia. You're planning to get money out of me? You do know I'm not super rich or anything, right?
It doesn't matter if you're engaged or married, you can still claim damages. That's what I intend to do.
Are you for real? How can you do that to a dear friend?
Like I told you yesterday, my lawyer will handle the rest of the legal stuff, so he'll be contacting you about the details. Don't even think about running away, Riley. It'll just make things worse for you.
Hey, Marcia, you there? If you are, I need to talk. So come on, pick up. I've thought long and hard about this, and I don't want to nullify our engagement. I still want to marry you. I do love you, you know that.
Is that you, Jim? I thought you were long gone from my life. What do you want? And do you realize what time it is? It's 2 a.m. for God's sake.
I said I want to marry you, Marcia. I mean it this time.
It's a bit late for that, don't you think? You should have thought about it long and hard like months ago. I thought we agreed. The engagement and wedding has been terminated. We all agreed through our lawyers, didn't we? We contacted all our friends and relatives about this regrettable incident. Get it through your thick head, Jim. Just call it a day and let's go our separate ways.
I wasn't myself. It was just some knee-jerk reaction, that's all. Give me another chance. You know Riley, right? She's glamorous and sexy, very hard to resist.
On top of that, she's your childhood friend. So, you know, it was all so sudden and irresistible. I was getting married in a week. I just wanted one last taste before taking the plunge, nothing more. You know what, Jim? You sound like a total pervert.
Pervert? How could you say that about your fiancé?
Whose fiancé you're talking about? That ship left a long time ago.
Like I said, I just wanted to try a different flavor. You can understand that, right? I mean, I'm still young.
Like ice cream, huh? How many flavors did you want to try? You guys were in and out of that motel for the past 3 months. That's a whole lot of flavors to enjoy. You must have tried all 31 flavors twice over.
Come on, Marcia, please give me another chance, would ya? I was, like I said, trying out another...
You're really starting to sound totally pathetic, Jim. All I want from you is for you to pay what's owed, and after that you can have all the ice cream you want.
I don't want ice cream, Marcia. I want you. Please, Marcia.
Hey, Marcia, I finished depositing the money your lawyer demanded. You really left me broke, you know that? I can't believe you. Do you realize that all my savings, it's gone? Not a cent left in my name for your information. I had to borrow some money from a neighbor to get tomorrow's wedding. This is all your fault. You better be ready to introduce me to some of Jim's rich buddies. I'm counting on you. I'm going to get totally decked out for tomorrow's wedding. Drop dead gorgeous. That's me. I'm not kidding, Marcia. You better make up for this. Marcia, what the hell is going on here? Pick up for God's sake. Come on, answer me, would you? What's taking you so long, for God's sake? I just got here to the wedding hall and this place is empty. Where are all the guests? The place looks like it's closed. Where the hell is everyone?
Wait a second. Wedding hall? What are you talking about?
The ceremony starts at 2 p.m., right? Shouldn't there be people arriving? I was expecting cars up and down the driveway. What's up with this, Marcia? The place is not only empty, nobody is even getting things ready. What's going on here? Is this even the right place? I just asked the girl at the reception desk and she tells me that there are no weddings scheduled for today. Is this some kind of joke? You're pulling a prank on me, right? Well, it isn't funny at all, Marcia. I got the invitation from you and it clearly indicates this hotel. It even has the address on the back. You sent this to me.
Riley? Are you okay? I can't believe you're even there.
Oh, I get it. I get what you're trying to do. That's it. Don't tell me that you guys changed the venue at the last minute. Why didn't you say something? You could have texted me at least. Everyone's over there, right? Leaving me here all alone. You sure pulled a fast one on me, Marcia. How could you? How could you trick your old school chum? Bet you guys are laughing your asses off over there at wherever you guys are. Just because I had a little taste of your precious fiancé, don't be so resentful. This is how you treat an old friend, is that it?
That wedding was canceled, like last week. Didn't you get the notice?
Pardon me? You're pulling my leg, right?
I don't get why you think I'm resentful. I'm way past that. And this is no prank or joke. I wouldn't do that. Do you really think I was gonna marry a guy that cheated on me 1 week before the wedding? Are you serious? You may think all this is trivial, but I couldn't live with it. I just couldn't. I mean, when is he gonna have a craving for ice cream down the line, right?
What's ice cream gonna do with anything? Anyway, are you saying that you're not gonna marry Jim?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Are you nuts? I came all the way here today. I was all ready to meet all his rich friends today. What a total disaster. This is not happening. Why did you even cancel so late in the game? You're really something, Marcia. You've really done it this time. Why did I even pay that money to you? What do I get out of it now? I thought I could get it all back after you introduced me to a super rich guy. A guy that would sweep me off my feet. And he's gonna pay for this new dress, for my hair and jewelry. Not to mention transportation costs. I'm broke as it is. You're paying for it all. You do realize that, don't you?
Are you finished, for God's sake? I was getting worried you weren't going to stop. Just shut up and listen for a second, would you? I sent out letters to everyone that the wedding has been canceled. I did it right after I found out about you too. I made sure I sent you one. After all, you too were the reason I canceled this wedding.
Are you serious? What's the matter with you, Marcia? You said the consequences of this was that I had to pay you off, and I did just that. So why cancel the wedding for Pete's sake? My paying you off should have put an end to it all, and you could have gone on with your life and your wedding.
Yeah, that seems all well and good for all intents and purposes, but in reality...
Reality? What the hell are you saying?
Ever since we were kids, you were always impervious when it comes to people's feelings.
You're talking gibberish again, Marcia.
That money you paid was not only your admission of guilt, but also remittance for the emotional damage you caused. It's not only about the money, Riley. Can't you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
And another thing, it also means you will never interact with me again.
Pardon me?
Of course. It's not as if all these rules are etched in stone. As a matter of fact, some people reconcile or are given another chance. Some make up and get married and live happily ever after. Sure, there are all kinds of folks, but that's only when the victim, that would be me, agrees, and only then. Simply put, as the victim, I have all the rights here. I'm the only one that can determine whether I forgive someone or not forgive, and whether there is a chance of reconciliation. I make that choice, not you.
I have a bit of say, don't I? I mean, think about it.
No, you have zero say, Riley. I have sole discretion in this. I'm sorry to be blunt, but you have absolutely zero say in any of this. My emotional pain may not subside for years to come because of what you did, but the money you paid lessens that pain. What I will not accept are people that betrayed me. I don't care if they are family or childhood friends. My dreams were shattered when you and Jim had your little romp. I had to start over again. You did this. Riley, I'm sorry to say this, but our friendship is over.
Right. Does that mean you and,
As long as you understand, that's all I want to know.
Yeah, all right, I understand. That's what you want to hear, right? But hold on a second. What you're saying, does that mean if I got back together with Jim, started dating him again, and maybe married him, you wouldn't interfere or care what happens, is what I'm hearing.
After all that, that's a response I get? Like I said, you really are something, Riley.
So what about it? Is that what you're saying? Give me a straight answer. No more of this pussyfooting around.
We haven't talked about that at all. We cut all ties. I don't want anything to do with him anymore. So yeah, do as you like. It doesn't concern me. You can keep him for all I care.
Oh my god, seriously? Thank you!
You are beyond redemption, Riley.
Hey, Marcia, are you sitting down? I think you should sit down before I continue. I've got something important to tell you. Are you ready for it? Me and Jim, we just got married. We tied the knot.
I thought we agreed not to contact each other. I don't need this now. Just go about your business, would you? Just leave me out of it. I'm done with you guys.
What can I say? I had to tell you this piece of fantastic news, Marcia. I'm super happy. My dream has come true. Finally. My folks don't want anything to do with me, but I'm super happy and that's what matters, right? You're looking at the wife of the next company president. I finally made it. The life of a celeb awaits me. This is what I've always dreamed of. Glad you're sitting down, huh? I bet you're seething with envy right about now.
Right. I don't know how many times I've said this, but you really are something, Riley.
Why didn't you tell me that Jim was unemployed? He's out of a job. That means he has zero income. Did you know about this?
Last time you texted me, it sure didn't seem you're aware of it. I didn't think that was my place to tell you. Besides, I don't have anything to do with him. He's a total stranger, and so are you.
Are you saying you knew about this all this time? Are you serious?
Yeah, I guess I did. After I terminated the engagement, someone told me all about it. Apparently, the company found out he was making money on the side. He was apparently involved in some kind of double-dealing business with a foreign subsidiary. But there was never really any hard evidence to get him fired, but everyone knew what was going on, and that he was definitely involved. He continued going to the office in the same position, and all but evidently, he couldn't handle all the finger-pointing and accusations about his wrongdoing, and he ended up resigning. At least that was what was heard from his coworkers. His parents were furious and wanted nothing to do with him. After that, he apparently swindled them out of a fortune over the years too.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner? You could have at least texted me. Why'd you leave me in the dark about this?
I thought you knew all about it. After all, you married him.
You could have at least made sure I knew, for God's sake. I mean, didn't you think it was important? Something that maybe I should know about?
Don't you remember, Riley? We're no longer friends. We nicked that in the bud a long time ago. I have zero obligation to help you. Get that through your head.
We may no longer be friends, but we've known each other since we were kids. Doesn't that count for anything?
You still think we're like 5 years old or something? It was different then. We were just kids. We're adults now. At least I am. I can discern who's a true friend and who's not.
How could you say that, Marcia? When did you become so cold-hearted? You used to be so kind and such a nice person.
If you're so upset about all of this, then just divorce the guy. File a divorce application like I did and dump the guy.
He recently submitted some kind of application. They call it non-acceptance of divorce or something or other. I couldn't understand the application form he brought home and showed me. Anyway, he made me sign an application and now I can't divorce him. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah, sounds like something Jim would do. He's always been kind of sneaky like that. I'm afraid you're stuck with him, Riley.
Enough about him. We need to do something. Think of something, please. You owe me that much. I gotta get out of this mess.
I don't owe you anything, Riley. I think I'm ready to block you from my Line app. All my troubles would disappear if I toggle this little button. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it.
Come on, Marcia, please. Don't leave me like this. You have to help me.
Sorry, but gotta do it. There's nothing I can do for you. You dug yourself into this hole. Figure it out for yourself. Please, don't try to contact me ever again.
Please, Jim. I need you to accept my divorce. Please.
No way, you're not leaving me! You're stuck with me for eternity, my dear! Even my parents abandoned me. They wanted nothing to do with me. I also had to quit my job. All those accusations, like I was some kind of criminal. All the money I made for that company, and this is what I get in return? And most devastating, I lost Marcia, the love of my life. There will never be another woman like her. I loved her. I lost everything I cherished because of you, Riley. You came to me, begging me to marry you. You do remember that, don't you? You said you would do anything for me. You would not give up. That's why I relented and opened my arms to you, and now you want a divorce?
But what was I supposed to do? I didn't think you were unemployed. I was willing to do anything for you if I was to be the CEO's wife. That's all I wanted. What am I gonna do now? Do I have to work now? I have no skill. What am I gonna do? If I knew you had resigned, I would never have married you.
You really got nerve saying that to me. You said you loved me with all your heart. That's what you said. What the hell with that? I already submitted those papers. You're mine now. You're not going anywhere. You're stuck with me for eternity! You're just an airhead, but you have the looks and body to bring in some real cash. I'm sure you're already at the nightclub I introduced you to. Be nice to the customers and they'll tip you big time, huh? And don't you dare think of running away. I know the owner. He's an old high school buddy of mine. Childhood friends, you can say. You don't want to get on his bad side. He was one bad dude back in school.
Do I really have to work here? Please, I'll do other work, just not here. I don't feel safe here. That supermarket near our place was looking for cashiers.
Are you kidding me? That place is like $10 an hour. You can make 100 times that working there. Just swing your butt around and you'll snag a big fish and the tips will come rolling in. This is payback for ruining my life. You're gonna work till you drop, so stop blabbering nonsense and get to work.
Please, Jim, forgive me. Please, I can't do this. I beg of you.
Sometime later, I heard from a close friend that she sees Riley every now and again walking downtown, mostly at night. She seems to be with a different guy every time, and dressed sort of flashy. There are rumors that she's working at some kind of nightclub in the red light district of town, and these are her clients or something, not something I know much about. It all seemed so seedy that I really didn't want to hear the details, so I preferred not to ask. Everyone seemed sensitive toward me regarding this issue for obvious reasons. After all, most of my friends know the whole story. They were all invited to the wedding. They had met Jim on various occasions, so they try to avoid the subject as much as possible, at least when I'm around. When I'm not around, it's talked about all the time. Oh, well, people like to gossip, don't they? And it's kind of a juicy and irresistible topic, don't you agree? I have no idea what those two are up to now, but I did hear one little incident that happened some time back. Apparently, she was so frustrated with their ever-accumulating debt that he had managed to build that she actually bit him. I mean, bit him like a dog would. That didn't go down well with him, as you can imagine, and he went totally berserk and totaled the apartment they were living at. Smashed a huge hole in the apartment wall. Some witness at the scene saw them taken away in a black van after that. I heard rumors about such a black van. They take care of problems like this. A bit mysterious. That's the last I heard about those two, and I hope I never hear about them again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Yolanda, what's up? Hey, I heard you're getting married. Congratulations. I was totally blown away. When the hell did this all happen? And who gave you permission to get married before me? That's not fair. Oh yeah, you're going to do that bouquet toss at the wedding, right? Hey, can you arrange so that I get the bouquet? I'd really appreciate it. Is that really you, Caroline? There you are. I was wondering when you were going to reply. So, Yolanda, how the heck are you? You really got nerve contacting me. How can you say that? It's been a while. What's with the icy response? We've been best buddies since childhood. Didn't expect to hear that we're best buddies from someone who stole my boyfriend from me in high school. Wow, you still remember that? I forgot all about it. You really forgot? I can't believe you. I'm still hurt by what you did. Come on, that was a long time ago. Let bygones be bygones, for crying out loud. Forget that for now. You know what? You forgot to invite me to your wedding. It's today, right? Pardon me? Your wedding. It's today, right? I saw the photos on Insta. It said the wedding's today. You know my Insta page? Yeah, I happened to come across it the other day. Your timing is impeccable. Hey, it's my best friend's wedding. How can I miss it? I'm headed there right this minute. I'm sorry, but I haven't invited you. Wait, what? Stop kidding around. So, what time should I get there? Didn't you hear me the first time? I didn't invite you. Come on, Yolanda. Don't be like that. I just went out and bought a brand new dress just for this occasion. I even got my hair and makeup done. So please. I can't understand why you would go through all that trouble knowing you weren't even invited. What's wrong with you? Can't you understand that all I want to do is celebrate your wedding? That's all. How could you say no? Please give it up, Caroline. I don't want your acknowledgement. I don't even want to see your face. How can you say that? Anyway, it's not your decision. That's where you're wrong, Caroline. The bride and groom decide who attends the wedding, which makes total sense if you ask me. I'm the bride, and the bride says no friggin' way you're attending. That's total BS. We're childhood buddies, and you don't invite me? You're despicable. I don't want to keep repeating this, but I have no intention of inviting someone who stole my boyfriend from me. Sorry, but no chance. Piss off. I'm going no matter what you say. Besides, even if you leave now, you'll never make it. Don't worry about that. I'll make it. Just have my seat ready. I'll be there, mark my words. I'm just saying, look at the reality of the situation. The distance is too far. It's physically impossible. Yolanda. What's up, buddy? Hey, I just got to the wedding hall. According to the wedding schedule, the reception is just about to start. I hope you remembered to have my seat ready like I asked. Is that you, Caroline? Did you really come to the wedding hall? Are you nuts? Yeah, that's right. I just got here. I just hopped in a cab and got here in like 30 minutes. No problem. Huh? You live 30 minutes away from here. Wait a sec. Caroline, that can't be right. So, who is this guy that's going to be marrying my old childhood friend, I wonder? Yolanda, what's the meaning of this? You put one over on me, didn't you? What now, Caroline? I went to your wedding hall where you were having the ceremony. I finally talked my way into the venue, past the security guards and the like. I almost didn't make it in, but I did, finally. I went right up to where you were sitting with the groom at the head table. I hadn't seen you in some time, and I was a little hesitant, but figured you were wearing globs of makeup to camouflage that plain Jane face of yours. I stood right in front of you and said, "Pretty nice facelift there. How much did you set back?" Oh my god, I'm starting to see the whole picture. You went to a completely different wedding. That wasn't me you ridiculed, was it? It was a total stranger. Way to go, Caroline. Awesome stuff. Don't give me that awesome stuff crap, Yolanda. I was just making a joke, but the bride burst out in tears and the husband was super furious. The security guards came over and took me away. I was lucky I wasn't lynched right then and there. I don't blame them. Some strange girl comes in and makes some joke about her getting a facelift. My god, I would burst out crying too. You planned this whole thing, didn't you? You tricked me into going there. Because of the chaos, I caused the wedding to be cancelled. They blamed it all on me. I've never been so ashamed in my life. How could you do this to your best friend? Could you stop that with the best friend stuff? Gives me the creeps. That aside, what wedding hall did you go to anyways? I went straight to Merriweather Hotel. Where do you think? That's what it said on your Insta page. Which Merriweather Hotel? Which one? There's only one, and that's the one downtown, right? We had the wedding at the Merriweather Hotel in Honolulu, Hawaii. That's what I wrote in the Insta page. Guess you didn't read the whole thing, huh? Wait a sec. Back up a bit. Hawaii? There's a Merriweather Hotel in Hawaii? Don't tell me that you didn't know Merriweather Hotel was an international hotel chain. They have hotels all over the world. I just invited close friends and relatives. We had a nice little wedding on the beach. We opted for just the wedding and dinner with everyone. We're all done now. Just sitting in the hotel room enjoying the sunset. Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to know? Why didn't you say something? I'm currently being held here by security. The groom and his relatives blame me for all the chaos. How did I even get myself into this mess? No, this is not happening. My god, what is it this time? I need your help, Yolanda. The tech collectors. They won't leave me alone. I need your help. Excuse me? Tech collectors? Why? I finally got away from those guys. Don't tell me you're borrowing money from some loan shark or something. No, it's my father. Right. I really don't see a problem here, Caroline. I can understand you're distressed, but come on. He's your father. I'm sure you can work something out. I've been on the run from him for a very long time. I have no idea what you're getting at. I needed money real quick, so my folks agreed to lend it to me, but who wants to work their butts off to pay back their own parents, right? So I don't know how I'm going to pay them back. As I recall, you had some trouble about a year ago, right?
Something about having an affair with a married guy and then having to pay compensation to the wife? Is this what it's all about?
Oh, wait. Why do you even know about that?
My mom asked me if I knew where you were. Said you up and disappeared after some money problems. Your mom contacted mine, trying to find you, and filled her in on all the juicy details.
Your mom's been in contact with my folks?
Well, you know, we lived in the same apartment complex until we were in high school, so... My mom hasn't changed her phone number since then, so I guess she just called and got through is what I heard. That's when she got the inside story on you.
What was my mom thinking? Why blab about it to strangers? What's wrong with her?
Can I ask you something, Caroline? Did you try and crash my wedding hoping you would meet some rich guy or something? Maybe snag a rich friend of my husband's, perhaps?
Why would you think that?
I know you were looking at my Insta page, and it's just a few clicks away from finding my husband's page. Figured you must have browsed through my husband's friends, saw what you liked, and the rest is history.
Yeah, well, so what? I can have my fantasies. No one can stop me. What's it to you anyways? I've always been way better than you with the guys, and you go and get married first? It just isn't fair. So I figured I'd step in there, mingle with the crowd, and find the perfect guy, and he sweeps me off my feet. Maybe even get a better guy than your husband. My debts would disappear just like that.
Yeah, you screwed that up pretty dramatically, to say the least. You barged into some stranger's wedding and ruined the whole thing. Sure didn't work out as planned. What it all boils down to is that your silly antics got you nowhere. What good did it do? Just made your life even worse.
You don't know anything.
Come to think of it, that wedding you crashed. Those people are probably pressing charges too, right? There is going to be a price to pay. Literally.
Well, but...
I remember you saying they canceled the wedding after that. The Merriweather is one of the top hotels in the area. My guess is that it may be a big hunk of change. They may not even stop at just the wedding. Emotional distress, transportation costs for all the guests. There might be an endless list of things. I mean, you definitely have to face the fact that you totally insulted the bride with that facelift remark. And in front of all those people?
I was only trying to... I don't have any money for this. I keep telling them I can never pay such a debt.
They're demanding monetary compensation because you did something that was unforgivable. There is no other way to resolve this issue. Apologizing just won't fly, Caroline.
But I don't have the money. What am I supposed to do?
You're acting like a child, Caroline. I can see you're totally deaf to reason too. They retained a lawyer who called your home and demanded that you comply, but you disappeared. Now you have the lawyers and debt collectors at your heels and you're on the run like some common criminal.
Why do you even know all that?
You keep mentioning that we were childhood friends. We grew up together. I have a good idea about how you think, Caroline.
Then help me. Hide me at your place.
Pardon me?
You said you've known me all your life. We were lifelong friends. The least you can do is take my side and help a friend in the time of need. I'm headed to your place right now.
Caroline, stop for 1 second and listen. Do you even know where I live now?
Yeah, you're back from Hawaii by now, so... You're back at your parents' place, right? I can get there in 15 minutes. You know what? I feel way better now. It's so good to have close friends.
I'm not at home anymore. I'm living with my husband in our new home.
Hold a sec. What?
I'm married now? Why would I be living at home? We have our own place now. And that apartment we used to live at when we were kids? We moved out of there a long time ago.
Then tell me your new address.
Hey, Caroline. I'm being patient here. I've been playing along with your stupid games out of courtesy, but... can't you get it through your head that I don't exactly hold you in high regard?
But we're friends since grade school.
Do you really think I would help someone that I loathe?
But Yolanda, please, don't say that.
Just cut the crap, Caroline. I've really reached the end of my line. I'm getting off if you don't mind.
Stop kidding around, Yolanda. Just let me stay for a little while. I'll get out of your hair in a week or so.
No way that's happening. Goodbye forever, Caroline. Have a good life. A few days later, Caroline apparently visited my old apartment out of desperation, but of course, we had moved out of the place a long time ago. She asked around the neighborhood trying to find out where I had moved to. Again, she got totally false information and started banging on some stranger's door, demanding to be let in. Eventually, the police showed up and arrested her for disorderly conduct. But it wasn't only the police that showed up. It was the debt collectors, that lawyer, and her folks. Apparently, they had been putting out a missing person report on her and were in close contact with the police for any information related to her whereabouts. Her mom, who loves to gossip by the way, told my mom that Caroline's debts all told was in excess of $100,000. They said they used up all their retirement savings. They made her promise to stay single for the rest of her life so she could support them in retirement. And to think that all Caroline yearned for was to be a rich housewife, and then to end up like this? It's kinda sad if you think about it.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.